So this week's propaganda hour/few minutes is on this post that Lena Dunham made, and I want to be sensitive to the fact that she's sick right now, so we're not like railing against her, but I think the shirt she's wearing in it is a good example of these sort of like subtle, jokey propagandas we've been addressing. So it's
an Instagram post.
It's an Instagram post, yeah. She's sitting on a doctor's table. I don't know what those are called. And she's wearing a shirt that says, "Dance like Russia isn't watching."
And sunglasses.
And sunglasses. And she's holding up, I don't know, some like medical thing in each hand. Yeah, and then the caption says, "You can never say she didn't bring a very specific attitude for her checkups." To her checkups. Yeah, I mean, the only thing that I really had to say about this is that sort of this like shifting from making jokes about the NSA watching to making jokes about Russia watching. I don't really have anything past that to say.
I mean, yeah, like what is this t-shirt? Why was it made? Why are people concerned about like how did it come from like this transition from the Russian government hacked into our official government databases to their spying on us? Is it the same? That doesn't seem the same to me. Spying on everyday people? Like, is that the same for everyone? Spying and hacking, it's all one thing?
Yeah, probably in some sense. It's just like a conflated genre of thing. One thing, like, I wasn't around during the Cold War, so I don't know what the feeling was, but I think it's important to recognize that we're in like a meme age, which means that if like Russia is a hot word, then people are going to use it to like capitalize off of it, right? Like in the same way that we put Russia in the title of our podcast, like people are going to put Russia on t-shirts in order to sell t-shirts.
Right. That's, yeah.
Which may have not been a thing during Cold War I.
Yeah, I mean, during the original Cold War, it's a little bit different.
And also maybe people were, I don't know. Maybe people were actually scared during the original Cold War. And I don't feel like people are scared now of Russia, really. Right?
Well, wasn't it pretty like divided along, like liberal people, like our parents were like, quote unquote, like sympathize pro-communist sort of feeling?
I don't know.
And then Republicans, conservatives were like the commie haters. You should ask them.
Well, maybe so, but like think about like JFK was dealing with the Cold War also, and he was a Democrat. So I don't think it was. Yeah, I don't know.
It's not exactly party lines, but yeah, it's
And it went on for so long that the feeling about it certainly shifted, I'm sure, over the half century.
Many generations. Dance like Russia isn't watching. I mean, yeah, so it's a good point you made about like the sellability of a sort of any meme like phrase. So, like that's already a meme phrase, and then they just use like a buzzword, Russia. Right. So yeah, I see that. But it's weird to me that like why is Lena Dunham wearing that shirt? Is that like a way of being liberal now?
Yes. Yeah, totally.
So okay, so you're like expressing your liberalness by saying that like Russia is spying on everyone and hacking everyone. Okay.
Yeah. That is a weird thing, like super weird. Signaling that you're liberal by implicating Russia.
It's like almost like, it's because it seems like it's because all that Trump represents as a figure and all that Russia represents are starting to sort of like conflate. Because Trump is like pro-Russia in a way, in the sense that he doesn't want to blame them for the things that a lot of people want to blame them for. Right. So it's like...
Well, but keep in mind also that it's possible that Lena Dunham believes that Trump colluded with the Russians, not just like Trump is pro them.
No, that's what I mean. Like people... So if everyone's saying like, that's what I mean, believe. Like the collusion, the hacking, like now because it's like if you hate Trump... And Trump potentially was like worked or came to power because of the help of the Russian government, then it's like a projection of you hating Trump is to also hate Russia. It's just like it's been layered on top. But this is weird because I guess it's like jokingly anti-Russian, but yeah, like you said, it's a replacement for our own government spying on us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which feels like kind of just straight up naive or something to be like, again, like it's all happening somewhere else. It's not happening here.
Right.
That's sort of the, yeah, I mean, this t-shirt is like a microcosm for the,
I feel you keep using that word microcosm, but I don't think that's right.
representation.
Yeah, like microcosm in my mind is like a mini environment that represents like a bigger environment. But I'm not using environment like biologically. I'm just saying like general. Like all the context of a given place.
Yeah, it's not microcosm, you're right, it's not correct. It's like there's a term for this and I'm not going to be able to remember it, but it's like a representative example.
Yeah.
And like I feel like this t-shirt, in a really silly way that she's wearing, this t-shirt like it's doing a similar thing where it's like, well, this is happening in the US, but like we're going to blame Russia for it. Or like point the finger at Russia. It's just like
right. And to be honest, like it's perfectly possible that the same company makes t-shirts that say dance like the NSA isn't watching. And they are like just solely focused on selling t-shirts.
So they'll put whatever they want on
it. Right. But like for people that are like liberal and want to signal not only are they liberal, but like watching politics in some way, then they would choose this shirt because the NSA spying is not the hot topic of the day anymore.
No. Snowden, sorry, but...
Sorry, Snowden.
Not hot.
Your time in the sun is over. Not hot.
You're pale.
Try being Russia. You're pale.
He's in Russia, though, so he has a little sort of, like, twist.
Yeah, that's true.
He gets to be like, wait, I'm still here. This is crazy. This is the description of this t-shirt. We got this from a reliable source. I tell you what, there's only one way to live this life. You've got to love like you'll never be hurt, sing like there's nobody listening, and dance like Russia isn't watching. What I'm saying is, give it all you've got. Don't worry about the consequences, or what other people might be thinking, or the fact that the Kremlin has bugged your hotel room with secret cameras so that they could blackmail you after you became president of the United States. Just go for it. Don't forget, you only go around this crazy merry-go-round once, and Vladimir Putin will be right there on the horse next to you, watching. What? Oh my god. This is like the internet at its worst.
Yeah.
Well,
no. The internet gets much worse.
Sorry, this is the internet.
This is like the internet at its annoying.
This is what this is people just, like you said, trying to capitalize on like real fear mixed with ignorance and like real events.
Right.
And it's just wow. And then Lena Dunham wears it. So it's working. Great. They're going to sell a lot of t-shirts.